Thank you. Hello loyal Juan Gang members. Today's episode is packed tighter than the 3 dicks Tyler had in his ass last night. We kick off with a video exclusive. As you saw on Twitter, notable Canadian homosexual Travis threatened to sue Juanita for a misrepresentative portrayal in last week's episode. Needless to say, Travis did try to sue us, and lost the case. Watch his reaction as the judge orders him to pay out.
Any difference? You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
What a dumb faggot. Regardless, Travis will be here today. As part of his community service for attacking a judge, he will be forced to be dragged by me. Muahahahaha. But first, I want to get my good friend out. Our first guest was sent straight by God. It's Meg. Hi boo.
May the Lord be with you. Thanks for having me.
Can you please tell the audience the funny story of what happened when you got here earlier today?
Well, I arrived earlier today and Juanita's cleaning staff recognized me as Maid Meg from Gucci Goon's network Big Brother, and they gave me a broom and told me to get sweeping.
They thought she was the help.
That is not far from the truth. I am the help. But I help God. I help spread his message and love daily to all the confused homosexuals and sinful lesbians across the timeline.
So, as we saw on Total Stands, you are dating Jesus Christ.
I am.
How big is his Holy Spirit, if you catch my drift?
Big. The joy that comes from it, it goes all over my body.
Sis.
What?
You're a woman of God. Don't talk about his penis that way.
I am a Christian. I have never seen a penis. I was talking about his true Holy Spirit. We are waiting until marriage to have intercourse, and we may even not bother then.
Okay, as we saw on Total Stands, you decided to hire a bus, but it flopped harder than Haley's fan site career. What are your thoughts?
You know, the bus was planned as a sort of moving prayer unit, where we could go from our hectic stand schedules, pray and be godly. But it descended into madness. Amy hates Haley so much, it really hurts my soul.
Do you see them resolving it?
I am praying that it will.
So we have got a little game we want to play with resident Christian Meg. It's called Sin or Win. Meg has spent a lot of time in the church, and she knows what is right and what is wrong. If something is right in God's eyes, it's a win. If it's wrong in God's eyes, it's a sin. Let's kick it off with my first question, Meg. Nick pretending to be straight, win or sin?
Sin.
Travis being thirsty for sex with members of the same sex, aged only 15.
Satanic sin.
Sierra having no edges?
Win. That is the way Jesus wanted her to be.
Amy sleeping with married men?
Sin.
And finally, Darrius thinking he can sing?
Sin.
Okay, let's thank Meg.
God bless you.
You can find her at her 235 fan sites that I cannot be bothered to list. Welcome back to Juanita, and now it's time to welcome my next guest, fresh from the Fag Express, Travis.
Yes, in here hunties. Yes, how you doing? Let's shout it out. Yes. Yes, Queen Juanita.
Someone restrain this faggot.
Where are my fans, the travelers in the audience?
Awkward. So Travis, as we saw earlier, you freaked out on a judge and got owned. What happened?
Well, honey cunty, I was a smidgen upset at my portrayal on this show, and my lawyers were like, yeah, sue that bitch.
I assume by lawyers, you mean your mom, because we both know you have nothing to your name other than a set of algebra homework and wet dreams over men you cannot and will not ever have.
Shady boots. Anyway, I tried to appeal it. I lost, and I experienced an Amanda Bynes moment. It happens. It happened to my idol, Rosa Mendez. If it happened to her, it can happen to me.
Speaking of Rosa.
Yes. Submission specialist. When will Daniel Bryan Hunty, future Hall of Famer, putting over your fave since 2009.
She's a flop.
She's a legend. Submission specialist, Slammy winner, friend of all the divas, bilingual goddess.
I have had enough of this fag already.
So you are here to ask me about rosamendez.com, right?
Yes, I want to know how it's still open.
XXX pussy hot bitch tits at rosamendez.com viewers.
What? Are you trying to get views for your site on my show?
Sexy hot Latina cum bucket tits vagina at rosamendez.com. Open legs hot dripping pussy wet tits squirt porn fuck at rosamendez.com. Get me to 600,000 or I'm killing myself.
You know what, security, get this bitch out of here. Restrain her. Okay, let's quickly switch to Darrius' performance.
Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way.
That is all we have time for.